Coach, congrats. 4 games within a few days. 1-0 in the first round here in the Bundesliga. What's your conclusion? Are you happy? Are you satisfied?
Yeah, I am because of the result mostly. That makes me happy that we get off the season with a win. I'm also pretty happy about our first half because I think there's a lot of really good stuff going on, and we create chances for more than one goal. And then we could also see in the second half that we started to get tired, and some of our decisions were not the best. And the last 10 minutes of the game, we just have to fight the result home, which I'm also satisfied about because I see a team in there that is just doing everything they absolutely can, and that's what makes me most happy actually about the win today. So it was good for us to get started.
Thanks a lot. Bitte gerne eure Fragen, und Thomas Muck heute mit Kinderpraktikant beginnt.
Coach, first of all, congrats on the W. If I say that you have to close the game way more earlier, to make it to score the second or third goal, chances were there. Is that the main point of criticism? Because if you scored the second or the third goal, the second half wouldn't have happened in that way that it happened. Yeah,
I agree. That's how it is. I think we do so many good things in first half. A good start to the game. We have enough chances. There's Yusi's chance. There's Erchis. There's Yannis Horn. There's Bendy Boller. There's a lot where we should probably have scored the second goal, which would hopefully have made the second half a little bit easier for us. Then the criticism is also regarding the second half, where I think we take some wrong decisions. I think we, fair enough, look tired. I'm also tired, so I understand why they are. But we could actually be a little bit more direct in some moments where there was space on the outside for us to go through, and then sometimes we were a little bit too fast forward actually instead of keeping the ball. So some about the decisions in second half, but I think overall these guys are fighting everything they can, and that's what makes me happy.
Coach, you said that the energy was on the pitch and that you were proud of your players. Temperatures are way above 35 degrees, and it's, for me on the outside, it's quite impossible that the players even can get 90 minutes at a normal speed, quite in full speed. How difficult is at the moment to regenerate on a professional basis? Do you have some certain steps that are a bit more than normal because of the heat wave? Do you look forward that the players, for instance, climatize their sleeping rooms to have good quality sleep, or do you say it's up to them, they should do whatever they want?
No. We look at everything we can, and a part of it is the like I've spoke about a couple of times, the development plans that we've made now for every single player on the first team, where it goes through nutrition to sleeping habits to everything also around the training and everything when they are at home and what they can do, because we have to look at it. We have to optimize everything. It's not easy, because I spoke to the players the other day if we should train a little bit earlier, but then I also looked at the forecast, and if we train at 9, it's still 33 degrees and 34 degrees, so there's not a big difference. We just have to get the best out of it and do our best when we're training, do our best when we are playing games, and that's the only thing I can expect at the moment. And then I'm sure also some of the players look forward to the next game on Thursday is not in 35 degrees, but closer to 20.
Coach, final question from my side. 4 wins, 4 games, but there is still a lot of room for improvement. You must be satisfied with the results. You must be satisfied with the steps that the team took. But on the other side, you still see the room to improve the team, to get better, to get even more stable. That a second half like this against a better opponent would be more dangerous on the scoreboard, to say it mildly.
And we also have to, in the coaching staff, come up with different solutions to our high pressing. We want to be high pressing, but we also have to accept that there will be moments where we cannot do it and find different solutions to that. So we constantly have to give them the best options in the game when it's on. But I'm still pretty satisfied with the first half we did out there today, because there was a lot of good tempo, a lot of good movements. I saw a team that was pressing high, and we won the ball close to their goal a lot of times in the game today. So, like I said now a couple of times, I cannot put a finger on their work effort and how much they bring into the game. And the other things are small tactical adjustments, and that's something I have to look at with the coaching staff.
Danke, Thomas. Thanks, Coach. Alex Uhr, bitte, vom Kurier.
Hi, Coach. The first half was quite impressive, but I want to talk about the second first.
Yeah, I know you. You want to start there?
Was, in your opinion, the problem with the second half that the players lost the energy, or was the first problem that they did more wrong passes, wrong decisions, and then became tired?
Yeah, it's probably a mix of it. But we could see when we started to be a little bit too slow on the ball and didn't move it fast enough, then we invited them into the game and didn't manage to open up the same spaces as we did in first half. But we also spoke about in halftime that they had to be a little bit more aggressive in their pressing. They had to be a little bit more aggressive in the way they played, and that would probably open up some space for some of our fast wingers. That's why we try to bring Nicky on. That's why we try to bring Haidara on, to see if we can get in behind them a little bit more and use these counter-attacks. But the final pass was not good enough. The final decision was not good enough. And is that because the players were tired? I think that's probably a reason. But are there also some things that we from outside have to give them of information that they can use? Definitely yes. So we take better care of a second half like that, because there was opportunities for us in it, and I think we should have created more and be more a threat on the counter-attacks.
And in the center you have two runners, Matti Seidel and Nico Pailic, but they had to do a lot of work in 180 minutes in 4 days. Isn't it too much for two center players?
Yeah, it's a good question. I know them, and Matti is a machine. He's a diesel that can just keep on going, and sometimes you also have to respect that he's a player where he doesn't react too well to too many days off or not being playing. He's actually better when he keeps on playing, when he keeps on being a part of the squad. So I was actually not concerned about him today, and I think he's one of our best players on the pitch today, with really a lot of good ball wins on their half, a lot of good pressing, a lot of good covering defensively. And Nico is the same. He can run and run and run. But also, that being said, it's probably not realistic that both of them will start when we play on Thursday again.
Dankeschön. Alles gesagt? Wenn dem so ist, vielen Dank, Thomas. Dann morgen für deinen Praktikanten guter Termin, Rapid-Tag im Prater, genau die Zielgruppe, ab 14 Uhr bei großer Hitze. Der Praktikant hat noch eine Abschlussfrage, bitte, sehr gerne. Nein, du warst doch der junge Mann. Bei dir geht's nicht. Bitte, Herr Hockale. Dann mach du die letzte, in Vertretung.
Because my young colleague don't have a question, I ask you one already because of Thursday. I know you eat, drink, sleep, and you live football. But I don't think that you are the biggest expert on Estonian football. So I think that's not an harsh assessment. But what do you know already about the next opponent that is coming up in the Conference League?
We know a lot, because with the schedule we have at the moment, we have to prepare the next game before a game like today. So we looked at them yesterday. And spoke about what team do we need, what kind of team do we play on Thursday. We also had some guys watching their last game in Azerbaijan. So we know quite a lot, and it will be a little bit different game compared to the Santa Coloma game, because they're not pressing the same way. They're a little bit more defensive, probably also because of the quality of the team from Azerbaijan. They ended being very defensive in the last game, and I think our aim is to create a game picture that is a little bit the same. So we looked at how are they pressing, how are they moving, how are they defending the spaces that we want to create chances from, and then like it is for me and the coaching staff the next couple of months, hopefully, is that we have to get it right with the team selection. So we know quite a bit, not from the Estonian league, but from the team that we play against.
Wunderbar. Damit alles beantwortet. Thanks, Coach, und euch allen noch einen schönen Rest Sonntag. Danke.